What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here. It's time to bring you a new reaction video. But before that, 75% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed. This means two things. You're either brand new to the channel or returning. And I do hope that this video gets you to hit that subscribe button today. Last year, we didn't hit our goal of 400,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. We almost got there, and we were so close to 100,000 new subscribers in that year. But I still need more people to join and subscribe to get my channel to hit 1 million subscribers. This upcoming year, the new goal is 500,000 subscribers, and I need you to hit that subscribe button today so we can hit it this year. I know we can do it. What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here, bringing another reaction, and whoo! We got a big one today, people! 2.5 hours. We're about to watch a 2.5 hour video. And this being a reaction, I'm probably going to be closer to somewhere like probably 2 hours and 45 minutes, almost 3 hours, depending on certain things. But I'm intrigued, because a lot of people have been asking me to check out this video. This video dropped about a month ago. It's got over 16 million, almost 17 million views. 1,000 players simulate civilization, rich and poor. I've been seeing comments after comments about this. I have also seen people that I follow and watch start reacting to these videos and talking about how this might be one of the craziest, if not best, and biggest Minecraft video of this year, which is a tall statement. So, I'm not sure exactly what's going on in here and all the details, but I just heard that this was a massive project, and I need to check it out. Now, I've not seen this channel before. This channel has 1.6 million subscribers. I'm going to be added to that now. I'm subscribed, showing my support. If you haven't done so, do so. And smashing that like button. They're near 1 million likes. And like I said, I've been seeing a ton of people leaving comments asking me to check out this video. For the last couple weeks since this released, I've been seeing quite often. Anyways, let's get into this video. This is a long one. So guys, gals, whatever, grab your drink, get yourself a snack, because we're in for a big journey. So let's check out the civilization on the rich and the poor.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization.
Not often. I'm going to try often not to pause, so I add more time to this thing. But I'm trying to enjoy the entirety of the video, so if there's sometimes I have to pause and rewind something or anything like that to make sure I heard something correct, that's why. But I'm going to try to limit it for this video, since anytime I go sit down and watch a video that's 2 hours plus long, I know there's going to be a big one to watch no matter what.
The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
Oh,
now
okay.
Each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because
they made a Coliseum.
Is a rich green paradise. The other one,
you're kidding me,
is a barren wasteland. It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war? What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for.
Was that an actual rocket ship?
I present to you the rich and poor 1,000 player civilization experiment. Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel. All right, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
So wait, is this like people... Hold up.
It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new home.
Like, this is massive to think about. They're recording their own perspectives. They're having people who are probably mod or admins float around and watch from above.
I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. Not at all.
Oh my god. I can't even imagine the depth and the craziness of this editing.
Tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Players
so no one
realized
knew
that
what island they were
civilizations
getting.
on Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome.
Oh no! Help!
And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
What?
Not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people.
Oh wow! Holy
Now,
crap!
to begin building
They already lost
civilizations, the
21.
players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too.
Okay.
But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile,
Simple solution. Get as many people and start digging up dirt and make a dirt bridge over the water. Simple as that.
let's go over to Island 2. Hey guys! Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Selling water? It's from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She's forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no, it's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps. You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future. By the end of the first day,
my
players
question,
on
though, is
Island 1
people
had
from
finally
Island 2
reached the
can't
big
live on
tree.
Island 1, I'm
You realize
assuming.
how high up you are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilization.
I like how people are actually, like, full-on role-playing
For
in this,
example,
too.
this player named Remy the Rat made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you could What the frick? Why? Wait, is this a bread line? Yes. Oh no. I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano?
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Hello!
What the
Hey, how's it going? Welcome
Mario.
to the mafia.
This was Lingolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were
What?
very simple. Make friends and get rich.
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Callie Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
I want fair working conditions.
How much are you being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict.
Oh no.
What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
Oh no.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even the most beautiful, the most respected.
Is that supposed to be a giant gun?
The most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected.
Oh,
But
yeah.
let's see what happens in the following days.
Oh, they lost almost 50? Oh, and they only lost 4. Okay.
As players logged back in the next day,
Honestly, on the good island, I'm shocked they lost any after day 1.
nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Revy the Rats was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Does anyone... Knight, I need food, I'm dying.
Yo, Spood.
Well, yep.
I do have food. You're private, but
I need food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now, this player, Spoon, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spoon's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions. That is, until...
Someone's going for the kill. Someone's trying to assassinate! Damn! Wait. Okay, so he didn't die, but the assassinator.
He was trying to assassinate Spoon!
Spoon had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on
I'm gonna say right off the bat, though, on Island 2, this is Island 2, I just saw somebody with a diamond axe.
Him exactly the attention he needed.
I understand. That's already impressive.
To cement himself as a legend on Island 1. People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spoon used this leverage to establish an empire named Westhelm.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Oh shit!
Even though the people of Westhelm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead!
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon, nearly killed by some dude.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as Westhelm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
That is horrible.
This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh. In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini.
What?
Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me, I'm getting chased. Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview...
Island 1, though, has a lot less people.
Oh, wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming down.
Oh, those are people from Infernace. They're our allies.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernace, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernace.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion, and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Guys, I think we're under attack.
It looked like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear.
Oh,
we are not here to invade you, we promise. Why are y'all here?
But I didn't do anything, I just followed them.
You brought them all,
I didn't do anything. The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Kev?
I know they didn't need to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
So they basically just took a wrong turn.
Now on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jofiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbieland. What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't
He's
want to
a
get
lone
dragged
warrior.
into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cass Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought there was going to be an explosion or something in that
blessed
shot.
to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
Okay.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace.
I don't know if that's
But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend.
I thought that was someone outside of his community. That's someone in his community saying this.
And our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
This motherfucker wants war!
Well,
it wants blood!
Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
Island 2 definitely has the manpower and material advantage if this did become a war at the end.
As Day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within
This was only
nations
Day 2?
and between islands, leaving people worried
How many days
about
was
what's
this?
going to happen next.
Yeah, they're
Back at
almost down
Island
100.
1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Lego likes just to take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head, and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
They're going to murder!
Ooh. They're boiling him! Oh no! Oh my gosh! The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go. I'll go.
You guys let me talk.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spood was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Damn!
Emperor Spood had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spood left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Cross my name off the list. This is without rhyme or reason.
Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
Alright, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do?
We need the pufferfish. Quick.
There it is.
Alright.
We can kill it forever!
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westhelm's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first,
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
see, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Alcaracina Pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for
Hello,
Mario.
anyone?
Hello, it's me. Ooh, mamma mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cult would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1.
True, honestly.
At first, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Although they are definitely close to like 100 deaths on this island. If not above 100 deaths, definitely. Why was there what the fuck? What the fuck? Why?
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving.
What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has like, barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens
There's gonna be a 5-way civil war in this one.
started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition. Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Hours because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
Oh, shit!
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor.
To be fair, getting away with murder in this game would be probably easy. Setting up a trap like that, and now no one knows who set it up and who killed.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second-in-command, Flux. Flux, what's your plan here?
Oh no.
I
Flux
don't
is the
care
guy that
what 3 Below
was
Zero
talking that fuck shit.
We need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified.
He doesn't want to do shit.
War.
I'm gonna cause a war. That's funny.
Alright, I think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here.
I can agree. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's a good start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial.
Flux, honestly, I feel like he wants a war. He wants a war. He wants to take down everyone on the other island. That's what he wants.
Finish.
That's the vibe I'm getting from that motherfucker.
They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
Not bad idea, honestly.
No, this is ridiculous.
Shut the fuck up, Flux!
Is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us.
Oh,
no
he is
what.
such an antagonizer.
Send aid to them?
He wants bloodshed. He wants war.
Food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
He might have a point.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys. Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, It'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Are you
crazy?
Look, see, I told you, this motherfucker wants war.
You leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That
god.
is
You
too
have
much.
to
We
listen to
can't
me.
do that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
Hold on, we can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
All right, everyone, we can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
So right now, Flux would do well on the other island. He's bloodthirsty.
All in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Someone needs to put down that motherfucker. He's gonna start shit.
Meanwhile, at Westhelm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh my god! So you remember this guy?
What the fuck?
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
What the fuck? That's so sick!
A boiling water sea, let's go. And no resources to speak of, except a Warden tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoot, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
Westhelm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spood was a chaotic figure, Westhelm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished
They
will
literally
play a
went full
major
Roman.
role in Westhelm's justice system.
It's a Roman Empire.
That said, Emperor Spood was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a best representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spood is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spood was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spood on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are.
The fact they went all out like this, that's crazy awesome.
Yeah, your support. You're welcome. I'm the best. Glory to Westhelm.
Meanwhile,
I really
Seneca,
can see
the
why you guys
Queen of
were
Infernace, had decided to begin
putting
building
so many
a
comments on my
massive
videos
castle
asking me to
for her
watch this.
people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano. Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernace as a civilization was to
volcano
preserve the
god
sacred
is-
land of
is
the
what they
volcano.
follow.
So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it? Lingolini,
erupts,
meanwhile,
they're
decided
fucked.
to make his home underground within the volcano.
We live under the ground,
Uh-huh.
like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, yes, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh,
That's true.
Really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernace.
So
now,
they
even
have.
though Infernace didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernace with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernace was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return. So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernace anything. Lingolini's hope was that Infernace never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble.
Well, if he and the rest of the Mafia have netherite armor, weapons, and stuff, they can still put up a great fight, though.
That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout. This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenant. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to Side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
It's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's not for profit. Okay?
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics.
Wow!
He was known for making up fake stories, writing things like, the lava is rising, just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
The Warden! Oh, shit!
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
Only one didn't agree, and he wants fucking war.
Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
I'm shocked he didn't just kick him out.
I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Oh. Oh my god, the GTA 5 player switch effect. That was
the leader
such
of one
a
of
good
Island
edit.
2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Oh, I feel like this is about to be Assassination.
Seraphim! What are you doing?
What? No way. The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
Immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait.
Wow, even okay, so it even specified that they were fighting each other here.
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader. Who's from Seraphim?
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
But for what reason did the second in command do that? Okay. What? Wow, they're under 400.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina Pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Oh! No. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm...
Oh my god.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo Sidefall.
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1.
Oh, wow, okay.
But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested.
Oh,
no. Earlier, a citizen of Infernace had accidentally told someone outside of Infernace that there was Netherite in the volcano. And this news spread all across the island.
Oh no. Oh, that's gonna.
This was a disaster for Infernace and the Linguolini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of Netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the Netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernace. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was Netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernace felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
People are saying we're being selfish, They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen,
Honestly.
Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with Netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the Volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops.
I hope they find out why.
Now, after Jophiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Alvin's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well...
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wolfram's dead.
Damn!
We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments.
It's going downhill, folks!
To the Caste Coalition to complain to Caste directly.
I got information that there might be Netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, Netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Caste Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbieland. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Caste Coalition. He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you.
You're so far up.
You have to get closer to the ground.
Oh!
It's fucking dead! Oh,
now,
he doesn't have to
because
work
of this
anymore.
recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way. As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting.
Yeah.
Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his...
Flux is working with the person who assassinated the second in command. Oh my god, what if the second commands have been working together the entire time?
His underground bunker because he had something, quote, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it.
They're going to go attack and try to kill all the people in charge. That's what he's going to plan to do.
Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
He's going to try to take down all the other leaders.
What do you mean, has to go?
Has to go. Remove.
He's going to sacrifice his friend. He's going to blow up. He's the best way to take down everybody with at that meeting, TNT.
And I'm done waiting. It's gonna happen today.
Leaders, welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told
I knew it!
Seraphim to kill Jofield. What? And today, we will finish the job!
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
And he's going to even kill his friend from the very beginning of this series to do it.
I would like to bring you to the table. If you agree with full chaos on Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofield by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I knew it! He's out for blood!
Don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him. But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
What just happened? What happened?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap?
Is this all a setup? Saps, where's Saps? Where did he go? Did Saps do this? Wait, Saps? You have to find him.
Put him down! Kill him! Kill Saps! Saps, where are you?
I didn't see the spears. I thought the building was gonna go boom. Poor Saps. There's only about 70 person difference between each island.
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofield, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan. But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened?
After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
We're in a tricolor.
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps. And it made
this twist and everything. Oh my god,
sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all
Who's
the
gonna
major
believe him?
Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
If you had to betray one person to save thousands, would you?
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6,
Oh, it's not a gun. It's a goddamn hand holding a sword.
it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the 2 islands will finally fall. Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
The chaos is real! This is a fucking movie, but this could have been a whole ass series.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again. Now, Day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
Oh! Come on! No, jump! What about me? I can shoot. No!
What? I didn't do anything.
I blame Ish.
Meanwhile, at
I blame
Elysium,
Ish.
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Let's go!
There they all
Not
go.
Gerald!
Meanwhile, at Westhelm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosurf. That is, until...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now at... Remy, are you behind
Remy the Rat!
Anyway, on day 6, the Westhelm Coliseum was finally complete. Yeah! What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
What? Whoa, whoa,
Maybe
whoa!
a little bit of blood will be shed. That's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in Westhelm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are Westhelm citizen Ramsay and Westhelm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Coliseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I guess unfortunately.
Second in command down. But Ramsay was immediately chased down by Westhelm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
Oh. Oh. With Ramsay Pi dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed. In the name of Westhelm! Glory to Westhelm! Glory to Westhelm! Glory to Westhelm!
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernace and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with Westhelm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernace, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernace's job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernace was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, trade, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh.
I agree.
Oh, wow.
It's a Mario time.
Now, Linguini,
It's a Mario
Seneca's
time.
biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernace of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No way.
Let's go.
Yes. Hell yes. Preach.
Soon, people started offering deals to Infernace.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Linguini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Boots, man. Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it.
No, that's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So, Linguini made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernace, and we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Damn!
Seneca's leaving?
Great.
Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Linguini's betrayal.
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
Sorry, I'm fixing one of my
What just
socks.
happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the
Worst
most
thing is
wanted
Ish
and
knows,
notorious
but
criminal
he's
on
staying
Island
neutral
2.
and letting things
Rude.
happen.
What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no.
Much better.
Oh no. There we go.
Just like that? Holy fuck!
To the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working.
That's so fucked.
Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
And I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards
By the way, for those who are wondering why I'm adjusting my socks, I have these long socks on my legs for reasons, so... one was feeling uncomfortable and I readjusted both of them.
At all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
Just want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone...
Even though I know there's a good portion of you guys who probably clicked on this video did not watch all the way through this hour so far. But for those who did, that's why I was adjusting my socks.
Soon be tuning into the trial of Saparata to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
But first...
I'm gonna say this though. You guys were not joking about how crazy this story is. Oh my god, they didn't get much on the Warden.
No.
Are they trying to capture it?
They're bringing it to the surface.
They're gonna try to use it? Hold the phone.
But I can't
Wait, they made it rising lava? So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a Warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the Warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic. The
volcano's erupting! But it's just a Warden. But everyone's going to think it's the volcano's erupting.
Lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
Oh my god.
The Warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations. Oh my god. Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to Westhelm. But the Westhelm army was ready.
underground. Ready? Aim! Fire!
It's a war! Will the mini survive and succeed against this behemoth?
Come on! Oh my gosh! Westhelm. It's Remi's place?
But that Warden killed so many. Wait, was that Remy the Rat? What are you plotting, Remy? I don't trust Remy either. His squeaks are evil.
The defendant Saparata is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Elk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
Okay, guys, I feel really unsafe now.
Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saparata.
And who built...
The fact that they didn't even set up a trap for him to kill him and perfectly like set it up so goddamn scummy.
The meeting hall with that seat.
It was
I actually feel bad for Sap.
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What?
Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Hold on.
Oh.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would
right.
end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that rather interesting.
What about it?
The trap too.
Well,
Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision.
Sentence to death.
I, Judge Timebomb, find Saparata guilty on all counts.
Yes!
Yes! Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Executed. Oh, that's it.
I generally feel bad for Saps. He's dying knowing the truth, though, at least. He was just wrong about one thing. That's it.
Wait, is he running? No way. No way.
Saps! Run, Saps! Run! cheering for Saps! Get out of there! Get out of there! Run! Swim! Flee!
He escaped, man.
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me. No!
Let's go! Saps lives another day! He's the true hero of this story! He will get his revenge on his so-called friends!
You destroyed our island.
Disgrace to all of the island.
Saps, why did you do this?
Doesn't deserve it! Doesn't fucking deserve it! I thought he was going to accept his punishment. I didn't expect him to go try to make a break for it. To be fair, I really didn't. But actually, I'm saying this right now, Saps could escape to the other island and stay over there and be secluded, build a new house and away from everybody else.
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa!
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2. They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
Probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the two islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these two who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing! We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared. It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
That said, at the beginning of day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's Netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernace might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Cass Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it
Well, you did put a hit out on a man, but he did also try taking you out first, so...
It was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Cass Coalition. That said, the Cass Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
Wood Daddy.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was
hilarious.
in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for Saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill Saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until one of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. So as long as Spood doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do.
Hey, if you made it to this point of the video, put in the comments, #MVP Saps.
Anymore.
I also heart your comment if you do, because he is MVP.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1.
Yeah.
But
bring enough resources with him, and he could make it work on the other island.
Wouldn't be so easy. Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel.
Underground?
He went to the place where he was least expected.
Oh, the bridge!
He's trying to use the bridge.
He's going stealth mode!
What the heck? What are you doing, bro? Island 1!
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa. You scared the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out, earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic...
That was good choice. That was good choice.
Civilization on Island 1.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission.
Oh?
Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernace.
They're going for Mario! They're going for the Mafia!
He betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for Netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingolini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire Mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Oh my god. Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she let them mine for Netherite before anyone else. But because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernace. They found him.
Hey,
Linguini, no!
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over my grave, he will not be a part of it.
Oh shit! Linguini, no! Linguini!
Mamma mia!
No, Linguini!
The
R.I.P. Mario!
The Linguini Mafia.
R.I.P.
Before
Mafia!
anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done.
Huh? This is gonna be an interesting meeting. Oh my fucking
Howdy,
god!
Flux. Oh.
Also, I'm not gonna deny anything. Sit down and watch this. I wasn't expecting to get into this as much as I am. This is fucking awesome.
Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died. Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill on site. We hunted him down the other day. We couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parrot, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter
Not fully. He still wants a giant war between the islands. I know that bloodthirsty motherfucker wants that.
what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
Someone's full of himself. I'm gonna be happy the day he dies in this series. Flux deserves
Since
death.
the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Alk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1.
The only problem with Sap is he has no like physical evidence. It's all just what he's been able to put together.
Oh, this is fire.
But on their way to the Westhelm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground? Neutral ground.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Saps and his crew then entered the Capitol.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of Westhelm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Spood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Spood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization.
Damn, I was really hoping, because Saps is in his territory. He's got no leeway or anything to try to go after him.
Cena pirates. Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then...
I'm not happy about this.
Suddenly...
Yeah,
Need to leave?
Okay.
What? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 sec. You gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenants, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We need to go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own or like just here, I'll explain to you on a sec, just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting a lot of faith into you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now.
I think I feel like that was honestly the best choice. It sucks, but...
Saps then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead. And so he ventured into the snow.
The snow area is literally where no one really lives.
And started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely won. There's just no point anymore.
On day 7, Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by. And he planned to jump off. But he didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
I was about to say, me personally, I'd go that route. I'm taking down this motherfucker, Flex. Nah, he set me up. He fucking plotted. He did all this shit. He betrayed me. Fuck this motherfucker. I'm going after him. I'm going for his throat. I'm cheering for you, Saps. You deserve justice.
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent Westhelm farmers. Remy, you are charged with
Remy the rat!
Conspiracy to murder Westhelm food supplier Dinosaur. Ready, set, fight!
Remy's got a disadvantage here.
Go! Look that swing! Wait, some guy jumped in!
What? The rat has backup? What happened to the honor of 1v1 in this battle arena?
He won! Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Colosseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different things. Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Oh, no. This actually is going to possibly cause the actual first war between the islands. Holy shit.
I'm going to make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They stick their chocolate.
He's an angry little man.
Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with Westhelm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jovial's grave, and had stolen Jovial's head.
Can I wear this? Hey, Cass, I brought you
Can I wear this, really?
Protecting him,
sorry.
Cass
one of my fucking wheels on my chair need to be replaced. It keeps getting stuck, and it's a fucking annoying thing.
Immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, para el queso!
What?
Since the border dropped yesterday,
the power of cheese!
Most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
Ish. I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
What? On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you. In Luminara, meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working
to nuke
together
them,
simultaneously,
and then he ended up marrying the leader.
Inside, distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking
we
of
haven't
running
heard
the
from this
tomorrow.
motherfucker in a while.
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama: the murder of Lingolini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble. But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini Mafia.
Damn.
Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on Westhelm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the Westhelm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Can we make a deal? We're running out of time.
Saps is back, and Turntap's here too for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
Hey, you can turn the sun away. Paint the moon in blood. If we can do what we do best, we're nocturnal life.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernace had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Lingolini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
But we already know ground traps is a thing too.
Oh, so you turned the sun away. How could you be so cruel? Ooh, hey. You wrapped the moon in ice. That's not nice. Not nice.
To begin the meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with.
This is gonna end up being a war between both islands, but it's gonna be with Saps and Flux are going to be the head holders of this. And if Flux just gets killed, peace can happen. But
Westhelm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 Good. This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
I am rooting for Saps so much right now.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
When I saw Saps at the beginning of this series, was just
been
showing off a diamond, I didn't expect him to be such a pinnacle character.
The mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What does that mean? That's vague. What does that mean?
What is
the corruption?
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago...
What the... What is this? About 15 members of the Westhelm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions. Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
They're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah,
true.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed.
Excuse me, I have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from Westhelm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next, 5 minutes. I do not know.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the Westhelm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Night Arcturus. Oh boy.
Oh shit! This shit's now escalating!
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
With their first plan failing, Westhelm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
They're going shield walls!
Shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah. Everyone, bail, bail.
The Westhelm squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation. Westhelm then went around, searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Knight Arcturus was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, at the Caste Coalition.
Okay.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. Or what? Oh.
You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
You go to show Cass.
What do you think?
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Perion.
I'm on it.
Is there finally something that's gonna help Saps? Please.
A citizen of the Caste Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some people, it did raise some questions.
Let's fucking go. Also, I might be snacking on something on the side because I'm getting a little hungry. And like I said, this is a long video. I had 2 drinks, and I said grab yourself a snack. So I might be munching on something during the little bit for the next like couple minutes. I'm sucked into this fucking thing. This is amazing. Wow. That many have died.
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is.
And he doesn't even know about what's happening possibly on the other island. That might help him.
And who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own. Earlier yesterday, Queen Sinica had found out that Elysium's newspaper Daybreak Media had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingolini. This is why Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernace, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingulini's head.
What?
Let this be a lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernace is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernace needed to be punished.
I like how it was just subtitles. Crash out.
Discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion,
If everyone is against them, then we are not going to...
Benji's dead! Benji's dead!
What? Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernace, had approved the killing of Lingolini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingolini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But...
And he's been hesitant and all this time. I want to see how the fuck he died.
He ended up seriously regretting this decision. So he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernace, and then ended his life.
What? Wasn't even assassinated. Fucking went out like a bitch.
Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernace.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernace a chance to tell their side.
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernace. Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
Right, look. We know about the assassinations, all right?
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This
you
is
are,
an
okay?
outrage against Luminara. I cannot believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
Look, you were guilty and run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial.
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both
Fine, I will go, but this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember this. We will not stand for this.
Flux is getting arrested by Tricolor. He's like stopping every few seconds.
We'll stop, don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium and were about to sail off to Island 2 until...
Okay, what's gonna happen here? What?
Hey, what is this?
What?
What? Is Flux gonna get killed?
It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty.
Okay, that was smart.
When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy.
Yeah?
We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Oh, that's tough. Alright.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara. Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
We're getting wars soon. This is gonna be a battle.
Yesterday,
the only way peace is gonna happen is if Flux dies. I literally, he is the pinnacle point in causing chaos, mayhem, and battle right now.
Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempts to capture Night Arcturus.
Okay, maybe also Spood, but yeah, not as
so
much.
He spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for Netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Armor.
Show us the head.
Yeah,
there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between Westhelm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spood to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth.
Okay.
Later, Spood also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed Turntap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that Turntap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, Turntap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason Turntap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Anyway, now that Turntap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which Turntap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright. Could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
We can put all of our fighting behind us. I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Night Arcturus.
Oh wow.
RT for Saps. I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saprada now.
Damn, Saps is right there hearing this too.
And then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
Oh.
So you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I am shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparade.
But what stops them from killing you and not letting them know, and no one finds out?
They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate, you expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Let's go, Scoops! Oh no, I'm not gonna lie. I was worried there, but let's go!
Alright. Get out. Now.
Ooh. I'm shocked. I thought this was gonna end with bloodshed, to be honest. 1000% bloodshed. How much time do we have left? We only have 34 minutes left. How is this going to conclude?
Soon, it would be time for the
The only way this is going to end is with war, and Flux needs to die!
Trial of Infernace, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy. What? Saps getting attacked. Oh no. Oh boy, Saps getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernace in the area. We are worried about assassination.
It's not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernace had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernace is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
Let's come inside.
These people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun, and things were already out of control, and then...
Oh no. A spike!
A dripstone.
No, don't hit Saps.
Oh!
No, turn tap. Fuck!
And like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
And they got 2.
Run, they're trying to kill us. Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernace castle. Infernace and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its Netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting. Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
Oh
You're
my
a hero,
fuck.
Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
Oh my god, this is so intense!
These guys are all waiting for something to happen. Oh my god.
To war!
This is it.
Wait, what? Where is everyone?
Oh.
The
Was this a trap?
Commonwealth had been completely abandoned. See, after Zekor's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all. Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
And now she's got more on her side. More soldiers to protect her.
Come on in, guys. Welcome to Infernace.
Thank you, Seneca.
Seneca has become a huge tyrant herself, though. It's like a huge cultist bullshit.
There are so many people. Oh my god. Infernace is massive. Infernace is massive.
God damn. Three leaders left on that island, and one's very tiny compared to the other two.
Meanwhile, at the Caste Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party. But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts, but by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernace avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the Volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had Island 2 leaders. Was it Saps or was it Flux?
Like I said, it's literally this is a story. Oh my fuck! It's literally if Saps died, the story would have been so much different, and Flux probably would have succeeded in controlling everything and manipulating everything. But the biggest factor to have peace in this server, in this world, is Flux's demise. And until he's dead or Saps is dead, there is going to be a war between who's on whose side. It's going to end with people siding with Saps and people siding with Flux, and then it's going to be a war between these two great sides. That's it. And whoever falls first, Saps or Flux, the other side wins.
See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Caste Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island Jew propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade, and even
Flux was an idiot!
Yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly. Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local...
There's actual evidence! Let's go!
Leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
I never thought I'd say this, but...
With this evidence, Flux has to gather what allies he can, because it's going to end up being Flux versus Saps side. That's it.
But you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good. See.
All right, first thing tomorrow.
Oh, wow. She's out for blood, and rightfully so. Oh my god. So overall, we are down to only 721 people left in this civilization.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, Three Below.
What's going on here?
He was
Motherfucker, you caused his death, you sack of shit.
more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend. And I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
He's just trying to fan the fire in his way.
All right, let's go, let's go.
And so, the Caste Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Empyrean to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
Let's go! Although I feel like, truly, the person who should put in the final stab in killing Flux should be Saps. But I know it's probably not going to end like that.
It was simple. Empyrean would invade Luminara from the south, while the Caste Coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape. Flux is running.
Surrender!
They're after him.
Huh? Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Oh!
Okay, wait,
surrender!
Okay,
Surrender.
I'm not moving,
Flux, you are under the arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage! And attempting my assassination!
Whoa! Language! Even though I've been saying fucking whatnot.
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was He's our president. They're trying to arrest our president.
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
Don't speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until... Oh, he's running! He's running!
Oh, he has a trap!
Flux had killed 5 people using a secret trap he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
You block up behind.
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2.
God damn it, he got away.
Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Conquistador HQ because no one is safe in Luminara at the moment.
Holy. Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything.
And he still has 4 allies with him.
Once again.
And it's the 4 that were... Oh my god, yeah.
Or so he thought.
Please tell me.
I am so confused on what's happening.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap?
Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Saps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth.
MVP Saps! Let's go!
Hey, Saps, how do you feel?
Dude, finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had gone into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side.
And he's still alive to see it happen.
And now, instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, This is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
If Flux gets on the side in there, this is gonna be this is the big finale. This is the big war. I told you, if Flux dies, peace. If he stays alive, it's going to be more war.
Queen Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernace under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in. But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor Westhelm Alliance and declared war against Infernace.
Oh shit! They do have the numbers, but they have the land advantage.
Alright. Today, we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all. We love you. Glory to Westhelm.
The Queen. He was my brother. He was everyone's brother. And they took him from us. They took him.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Okay, vamos, amigo, vamos. All right, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
Let's go, let's go.
Come on. All right, let's go, everyone.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts. Yes!
A few days ago,
and made it out like a fucking champ.
Every single person in the world wanted me dead.
Now the
But
truth
today,
is known.
you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Whatever side wins this.
Thank you, Saps. Alright, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing! Come on!
Try to use their traps against them.
All right, here we go.
Giant fucking... Look at this war! Look at this! All versus this. Ah! The thing about it is, this could all be stopped with Flux's death and Seneca's death. That's it. If those two die, that's it. Flux's death, though, is the most priority.
You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
I think there might be a problem.
Is the volcano actually going to be erupting?
It's good, it's good, it's good.
You cover us in shame, and I take the blame. Living by the rules.
Or did they set up a wall of lava to keep them at bay?
In which high school blues walk ahead. Beginners keep provoking.
No, it's okay. Nah, it's a wall of lava.
Blood returns thirst choking. Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eaten away.
They have the height traps advantage, but the other side has so much more. Like, for every soldier this side has, the other has like 5. They literally have 5 to 6 times the amount of army.
Telling us to stop
And they have the Netherite too.
obey. To stop and obey.
Oh, here's the war!
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
They're still gonna...
Okay,
they
so-
are gonna lose numbers just trying to get to the... get to them.
Start the covenant now, right now.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Keep going!
Also the Covenant soldiers, yeah.
Joker's got silver lining. Holding Mary sings songs in the wet rain. Walk ahead.
Shield drop!
By the end of this war, there's probably going to be... I'm going to say right now, there's probably going to be like maybe 400 left alive.
Now every new day is a new fire onto my teeth.
It's just chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
Someone show me someone living up desire.
Get down off our mountain.
They got it, they got it.
Everyone retreat, retreat, retreat. Anyone stand this nonsense?
Wait! Remy the Rat is dead!
Telling us to stop and
R.I.P. Billy the dog.
The final push, here we go.
when this goes wrong, do you know what you wish for?
Legacy almost died.
They're in. Oh my gosh! Whoa! Oh my gosh!
Look out for the hole.
I'll jump in the hole with you guys.
But also the that type of trap would also possibly put the army within in danger too. The fighters that are on Silica side in danger.
Let's throw way up.
They are being like, yeah, there she is. She's fucking dead! Kill that son of a bitch! wanted a war, he got a war, and now he needs to die! Fucking die by lava. There's no shot he got out of that lava. No fucking shot! Who's left to help him though? Everyone literally is dead that would help him.
Surely not. No, of course he has a total. Of course.
Where was he? I saw him! You're gonna kill him! Run away!
Everyone on his side is fucking dead. It's literally he has no allies. No one's going to help him. No one should help him.
He's missing? Hold on.
Oh, he has one ally. Did he message him?
Oh, come on. Alright guys, let's go, let's go.
It's gonna end with a 1v1. It has to do... it's also gonna be in the arena!
What? No way.
Wow.
Oh my
You
fucking
actually
god.
showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Oh, you shut the fuck up!
Let's make this a fair fight, okay? Flux.
Ridiculous.
Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
Come on, Saps! Oh my god, I'm so happy this... I kid you not, this is so good.
I can't watch this.
Yes, you can! It's a little bit more nerve-wracking if you can't see their health. That move! He's getting some good crits! Don't let up! Don't let him heal! Let's go! Absolute cinema, let's fucking That's the best way to fucking end this. Let's go! Flux is goddamn dead, and Sax got the kill.
Good job, Saps. Good job.
I have and Flux's last remaining ally is running.
Saps had killed Flux, and with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Yeah. I think he still needs to die, but that is literally the last of Flux. So happy. Oh god. Days later, how many are left alive? 721 right now. But after the war, went down the wrong pipe. God damn it. Holy fuck! Under 300. Or no, just a little bit above 3. Wait, no, that's 30. 130. That is 320 left alive. Didn't I say between 300 and 400 was going to be left alive at the end of this war? I knew a good chunk was going to die.
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernace. Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 Westhelm Alliance had defeated the Infernace forces, but winning had come at a high cost.
Yep.
After the war, people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on.
Yeah. This was fucking amazing.
Now that Infernace, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
In the corner of the crowded
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big trees scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
But I'm dead.
Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine, though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the nation of...
Shout out to everyone who made it to this point in this video. This is 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 25 seconds right now. Thank you for making it to this point.
Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara. And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
He can reclaim his house.
Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cask Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Night
Wood Daddy, goddamn, I forgot about that.
Tourist was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm.
Oh, true! Also, Remy the Rat's dead. R.I.P.
It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Do we all so slowly lose control as emotions overflow?
Yeah, we still have some work to do.
Fall
We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding...
Oh, they did capture Thomas.
Luxion with his reign of terror, jump now.
And they sentenced him to death?
Tomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
And with Thomas's death, Flux's last bit of part of this is killed off too.
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we
Facts.
We talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens, but that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only candidate?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Now,
what a twist!
At this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3,
what?
2,
1. So slowly lose control as emotions overflow.
Oh, wow. Saps gave him a fucking grave? Best fucking Minecraft video ever fucking created! Holy shit!
As we're softly breaking apart, afraid to give in to the storm.
Holy shit.
It opened up our heart.
Thanks to the 1,000+ players who made this possible. I don't know how long this fucking took to make, to organize, to film, to edit, to put together, to produce, all that shit. But this was absolutely a masterpiece. And thank you for making it to the end of this video. Show the love and support. And if there's another video in the future you guys want me to check out from this channel, I'll definitely have to check it out. This was crazy. And this is definitely in the books of one of my longest, not my longest reaction on my channel, but this is up there, top tier, lengthwise. Almost 3 hours of reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you made it to the end, appreciate you. Thank you for sticking around for this entire behemoth, cinematic, masterpiece. And thank you guys for watching. Check out another video. But if you don't, I understand you might need to take a break from watching stuff. All right, till next time. Or till tomorrow when a new video drops. Bye!
In the pixelated world where the gamers unite, there's a name that shines bright, bringing joy to the night. Steven's killer, he's the king of the screen. With his epic playthroughs, he ranks as a meme. Laughing out loud as we watch him explore. From horror to laughter, we can't help but want more. With a heart full of passion, he shares his delight. Steven's killer, take us on a